Hanging out in the car, aren't we, Ozzy? Waiting for the others to get home from school. What have we just built? Oh, I don't think I could bend like that. We were given by Joseph's mum these activity books from McDonald's, I think they are, these McDonald's Happy Meal things. We've just put the diver together, haven't we? It goes whoop, whoop, whoop. We've been doing some of the activities. And then we've got another one to do. Dinosaurs, we did Under the Sea, didn't we? Been working on this one together while we sit and wait for Harry and Sky to get off the coach or the minibus. Bloop, 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 bloop. Good?
I get to keep it.
Yeah, well, it stays in the car for now because it's for us to play with in the car.
Why?
Because it is, so we've got stuff to play with in the car.
No.
Yeah. What makes you think it's walk time? Absolute ready carnage. Hey, pack it in. All of you, calm it down. Wait. I am not having that nonsense. Tweed, get back. Wait. You wait. I said wait. Tweed, get back. All of you wait. Right. Right you go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. I don't know what that is making a noise. It's Friday. I have barely vlogged at all this week. It's going to be a problem next week when I'm looking for videos to put up. Anyway, it's my Ella job. I have been quite busy this morning. I didn't need to take Kenzie into school, so I was planning on having a lay-in, but that didn't quite happen. I had a little bit of a lay-in, and then I decided that I would get up and do the geese. So I sorted out their water for them, and I fed them, disinfected the grass area outside, the fake grass where the dogs wee, and then took a cup of tea back to bed, have a bit of breakfast, and then I decided to get up and hoover downstairs and take the dogs for a walk. So Bonnie and my two boys have been walked. I'm now walking Ella, as you can see. She's seen another person over there, so I'm just going this way. I do need to hoover upstairs and flick something over the bathroom, just, you know, give it a bit of a clean. I've been doing it, so it doesn't need a deep clean, but it does need a clean. And then I'm off to my Joseph job to do my illustrations with whatever story he comes up with today for him, so that his stories are logged. I know some of you enjoy reading his stories, so I always add them in the vlogs. What have I been up to this week? Not a lot, if I'm honest. Been working as normal up at the farm. Been doing some studying. Just been plodding along, doing the same old, same old. The weather's improved, which is nice. We've had more sunshine. Are you coming, Ella? Yeah, we've had more sunshine. So you didn't need to see that, she's having a wee. But for the most part, I've not really done a lot. I have been to the dentist and they couldn't repair my tooth. I don't know if I've said this in any previous filming I might have done this week, but it needs to come out. It's right at the back. It's one of sort of my oldest teeth, and it's one that I've been having problems with for a while. There was two. One of them's been removed. The other one is still there. As a result of that, I'm going to Rob's dentist, who completely knocks you out for things. So I've got to go for a pre-op consultation and x-rays. And actually Rob needs to go to the dentist, and I could only get a half-term booking. So me, him, Harry and Ozzy are all going together, and we're going to do a mass dental appointment in Reading. The other thing is that it's Harry's birthday today, which is quite exciting. I've left him some money in a card, that's all he wanted. And it's Sky's birthday on Tuesday. It's also Mother's Day on Sunday, so we've been doing presents and bits and bobs for Emma. I am back now at the house. I've got my earphones. I could take those out actually, couldn't I, while I talk to you? Then I won't be shouting. Ella's had her lunch. We're just chilling together now. I'm having a cup of tea. Then I'm going to pick Kenzie up on the way back from here. He's had a bake sale today, which sounds a bit random, but he was down at lower school doing a bake sale with his business studies group. I think they split off into groups to do it. I don't know, or maybe it was a whole class thing, I don't know. But they all had to buy some cakes, which school would then pay them back for. And then they had to prove that they could make a profit. Basically sounds like they scammed the little kids. But apparently they beat last year's sixth formers. So yeah, they've done quite well. The school have made a bit of money out of them because obviously the proceeds, you know, once they've paid back those things they've bought, they've got to give the money to the school. But it's all part of their coursework and their, you know, activities and stuff they need to do for this. Business studies, is it a BTEC, A-levels? Can't remember. I think it's the equivalent to 2 A-levels. Anyway, what was I saying? We've been doing Mother's Day stuff at work. Thought I'd finish this off where the wind isn't, because I listened to it. It's quite blowy out there. So I'm sorry about that wind noise. But we made some bits and bobs. I can actually tell you what it is, because obviously Mother's Day will have been and gone by the time this goes up. I saw in Asda a book that was a Mummy and Me journal, and I thought, oh, Ozzy would love to do that, and I'm sure Emma would like this sort of thing. I think the idea being is that you give it to the mum and they do it together. But I thought it would be nice if Emma received it with some of the things already filled in. So Ozzy's drawn pictures. It's like, would you rather this or this? You know, what are your favourite animals? List 10 things you love to do with mummy. What would you like to do when you're older? What would be your perfect job? All these sorts of things. If you had a superpower, what would it be? And Ozzy's filled out quite a few of them with my help. And then Harry's filled out a few. It's hard to get Harry to engage in these things, especially if he's got to write something. And then Sky engaged with it yesterday. She did do some writing, but for the most part, I kind of just wrote her answers or circled things or whatever it was. So yeah, hopefully Emma will enjoy looking at that and filling out some of the other bits for herself, but also sitting down maybe, I think with Ozzy, because I think Ozzy will be the one to be more engaged in it and do more in that book, but do it together. So the page is when you open it, there's a page for mummy and a page for me. It says mummy and me, and then each page is identical, and mummy fills out one side and the child fills out the other. So I think it's a really lovely idea, and that was from Asda, and I think Asda, you've hit the nail on the head with that. I think it was a really lovely gift. Ozzy also decorated like a wooden sign that says best mummy. It's like a big rosette thing, and he's coloured it in. His drawing and his colouring is really coming along. I'm really enjoying seeing his creativity. He's got a real knack for art, and it's nice because he's so flighty to find something that he focuses on and sits. I mean, he's moving the whole time. It's ADHD, you know, he's very fidgety, but he's actually enjoying engaging and focusing on this activity. So it's lovely that he's found art as an outlet. Oh, I also popped into town and I got Emma some lights for her, like solar powered lights to go on her new office cabin. And I got her a candle, one of the scents that I know she likes because she loves candles. And then a cup that says Positiva Tea. And I thought when she's in her sessions with clients, it might be nice to have a Positiva tea cup. Although she tends to drink coffee, but she does drink tea. So those are the things I got her. Rob gave me some money and asked if I could pop out and get some bits yesterday. And like I've said to you before, Thursdays, I really find them hard if I don't get to go out and do something, because I'm struggling to find things to do on a Thursday. And it used to be that Emma would find projects for us to do, but now she's working. I'm just doing the jobs I guess I'm supposed to do as a nanny and a childminder, and not as a nanny and a housekeeper. So I'm not doing all the kind of little projecty things that Emma comes up with because she's focused on her work. So suddenly I find myself with more free time, which is nice because I was burning out at the rate I was doing stuff. I just had to protect myself a bit. So I've had to step away. I miss them dearly. I do see them. I go up and I see them through the window and I go and talk to them. But I don't hang out with them like I used to. I don't go and do the cleaning out or anything like that because it hurts too much to spend time with them knowing that they're not mine to have that kind of say over if anything needs doing, or, you know, if they were poorly, you know, I might want to spend more money than they would in fixing them, but I don't have land for them and I don't have the money to do it. So it's been really hard to do that, to step away, but I've had to do it. I've had to do it. I mean, they've got a lovely life, you know, they've got those several fields, so when one gets muddy they can have another field. Got several different shelters. They get a lot of attention. Emma spends a lot of time with them still. She's got clients, so she spends time with them, with the clients. And they're just, yeah, they're very happy sheep. Very happy sheep indeed. Right, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to drink my tea because Kenzie wants picking up now that he's finished fleecing small children of their pocket money at the lower school. But it did make me laugh. It's like, well, they would need to grow up, don't they? I was like, Kenzie. Oh dear. He doesn't mean it. He's like, no, you know. They did things like, they said they got a pack of muffins that I think was like £2 from the shop, and then they sold each muffin for £1.50. So they're not fleecing them. They're not, you know, but he was like, we fleeced them. It was actually, you know, making a profit, isn't it? So yeah, he said they sold each muffin for £1.50, whereas I think the pack was £1.50 or £2. So yeah, they got quite a good return on the muffins. It's just smart business choices, I guess, isn't it? But yeah, I like the hands-on learning. These things put the ideas into practice, don't they? And they stick in your head a bit then when you actually see the whole thing about making a markup and how much of a percentage do you put on for your profit. And you know, obviously then you'd have to consider if this was a shop, you'd have to pay your staff and you'd have overheads and everything else. So I think it's a really good way to learn about that stuff because it's practical. I'm a very practical learner, so it's very kinesthetic. So you're doing it and you remember it. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and drink my tea. I am now home and I'm going to eat vegetable, whatever that is called. What is it? You know, this sushi, vegetable sushi. I'm sitting on my bed, I'm relaxing. I've decided that the bathroom can wait to be cleaned. Kenzie is going to hoover up here for me because I haven't hoovered up here. He's just making me a nice cup of tea. So I'm going to eat this and relax for a bit before going off to my next job. I'll get into it first. Let's have a look. These ones I love. Absolutely love those. And those ones are good. In fact, they're all good. They're all really good. Oh, dearie me. Well, the bathroom didn't get cleaned because somebody needed a power nap before going off to Joseph's. So I had a power nap because that someone was me. Right, sun's out again. There are clouds in the sky. It looks like it might drizzle, but I don't think it will. Okie dokie, let's hit the road. I'll leave you with Joseph's artwork and I'll come back to you later on in the day. I've decided this is a job I keep meaning to do and then forgetting about. It's our cupboard in the bedroom. The dogs were meant to sleep on that. They did used to, they don't anymore. But this is just getting more and more full. I've got paperwork here from when we used to have forest school, things like that. So I'm going to pack all of that up, put it in the loft, sort out what can go, what needs to be put away, and then refill the cupboard. An hour later, much has been removed. I've not gone through Lee's stuff, that is Lee's department. Sorted out the dog bed again, not that they really use it. This is mostly recycling that I need to put in a bag. Lee's got 2 bags of things to go in the loft. I have this much stuff. I was a bit panicky because I thought a lot of the stuff was mine in there, but it turns out it's not, so I'm not going to worry about that. I literally have that section of stuff is mine, and I feel I can manage that. I'm just trying to reduce what I actually have. I've got stuff to go to a charity shop in that bag, a rubbish bag to take down, and that's to go back in the cupboard, isn't it?
Yeah. Cool.
It's just gone 9 o'clock and I've had a shower. I've taken out one huge bag of recycling. Well, actually Lee took it out, but I've cleared out one huge bag of recycling that was too full to be able to do up. Half a bin bag of rubbish and one carrier bag full of things for a charity shop, and 2 storage bags went in the loft of Lee's stuff. And then from the loft we brought down a huge great big shopping bag of like little stocking filler type toys, little toys that I got for little gifts for kids when I was childminding, and they're still up there because I stopped childminding and that was 3 years ago. So yeah, brand new stuff. And so that is going to the charity shop. So that's a huge great big bag that's going out to the charity shop. So technically I have removed 3 big bags of stuff out of this house today. So for my purchase versus purge, the purge tonight in an hour and a half has been 3 bagfuls of stuff. 3 like bin bag sized bags of stuff. I'm feeling quite pleased with that, and I'm going to make a note of it in my little book so that at the end of the year I can see how much I have purged. Although having gone in the loft, I can see there is a lot of stuff I need to get rid of, and I need to get a bit ruthless up there. So I need to make some time for that. Although this month, well, April, which will be in a couple of days, I am going to be working pretty much all of April. I think I might now have a week at home in the middle of April, but other than that, I'm on house sits for the entire time, so I'm not going to get the chance to do it this side of April, or even this side of May. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. Thank you very much for watching, you lovely lot. If you want to watch more videos from me, then please check out some of the videos that will be around the screen here. I'm gesticulating with my head. They might be down there, might be down there. But they'll be on this little end credit at the end. And if you feel like subscribing, I would very much appreciate it. I am about 30 subscribers away from, or maybe nearly 40 subscribers away from my 6k mark. So that would be a huge landmark for me. And you'd all make me very happy if you could help me reach that. So thank you very much. I'll speak to you soon.